Alright, so welcome back. I built a new deck, and I don't know what the fuck the theme of this deck is. It looks like there were machines and dragons and shit. I don't know. Just pretend it's a surprise, because it's a surprise for me. That's not golden. That's not golden description. That is very much not golden. That's as much golden as Blue Eyes is white. The important thing here is that Shoddy showed up, and Shoddy reminds me of the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga before it became about card games, and the chapters with Shoddy in them are my favorite. They're also the first chapters I read. It's when I first realized, holy shit, the anime I've been watching on Cartoon Network kinda sucks balls in comparison to this. Like, the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga was generally fun and crazy, sure, but it suddenly decided to start kicking absolute ass for the few chapters where Shoddy appeared. It, like, transformed into a completely different manga entirely, and I wish it would've kept that shit up, because that was rad. Ancient Tool, what are you still fucking doing here? God, I built this deck so fucking long ago, and I'm sure at the time I thought there was an idea behind it, but I don't fucking know what that is anymore. It looks like I just crammed random shit together. Maybe I just really, really like Metal Dragon. Or maybe I thought it was that funny that its description called it golden when it most certainly is not. Those are my two best guesses. Either way, Shoddy doesn't have anything that can stand up to Metal Dragon. Shoddy's deck is actually pretty shoddy. But seriously though, Shoddy's deck is easily the weakest of all the finalists, and I don't know how he got here. I don't know how he got here. Maybe RNG was just on his side. You know, after playing so much Legacy of the Duelist, this is just painful to look at. It's not like the game mechanics are even bad, but building decks around ideas just doesn't work in this game. The fuck do I have the weird fucking zombie hands in my deck for? Why did I set Dark Hole? God, it's like past me was a completely different person. So this duel with Yamabakura surprisingly has some very mild back and forth going. Of course, it only has some mild back and forth going because I'm not using the twin-headed Thunder Dragon deck. Oh sweet, that fusion actually worked. It's not like it made something fucking amazing, but it cleared my hand out and gave me a Dragon Zombie, which isn't too bad. At least not for this part of the game. Anyway, Yamabakura's deck is reasonably formidable. And if I were playing with a better deck, it wouldn't be. That's basically how this whole game goes. If you're using your best deck, you're probably winning, and if you're not, you're probably losing. Actually, you probably only build one deck in this game. That's what sane people do. Why am I not a sane people? That right there is part of the reason I've been showing the card animations a little less, is because there's a genuine threat of me losing or simply not getting an attack through. So if I have to restart a duel 5 times because I got really shit luck because I'm playing with a crappy deck that I shouldn't be playing with, I don't want to have to rewatch those animations over and over. It really sucks that Dark Hole is my only non-monster based monster removal option. I mean, yeah, Dark Hole's a hell of a lot better than nothing, but I would much prefer Raigeki. Why didn't you set a monster, you fucking idiot? The AI in Legacy of the Duelist is surprisingly competent at pulling off complex plays. Like, it knows to ram certain monsters into you and take the damage just so it can activate an effect that happens when a monster is destroyed by battle. I know that may not seem like a lot, but when the Japanese-made Yu-Gi-Oh! Games have AI so fucking horrendously stupid, it's pretty impressive. And yes, I am aware I'm talking about this while the AI just performed a play. But that play was just setting an equip card and then using it later. It's not something to be proud of, and it's fucking dead now. Some play that was. Judging by the huge leap in quality between the Japanese-made Yu-Gi-Oh! Games and Legacy of the Duelist, maybe Konami should have handed the games to a non-Japanese developer a bit sooner. I'm just saying. On top of being a really fucking good simulation, it has really good AI, and Other Ocean is just a great developer in general. I love how in the fucking credits of Legacy of the Duelist, the developers are the last ones mentioned. Like, the people who actually made the game are last on the list behind all the fucking marketing executives. Fucking, that's business ethics right there. The people who meticulously programmed all the rules for this complex fuckhole of a game are the people who get mentioned last. You gotta know who was the director of PR. Do I want to know who the director of PR was? Sure. Do I want to know who they are more than the people that actually made the game I'm playing? Fucking hell no. Did you know one of the people who developed Legacy of the Duelist, one of the employees of Other Ocean, is named fucking Keith Kaisershot? His name's fucking Keith Kaisershot. He has a Twitter, by the way. Keith Kaisershot. God damn. I wish I was named Keith Kaisershot. I'm also pissed off at the audacity some critics have to suggest that the games be put in someone else's hands when Other Ocean has done by far the best job developing any Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Period. Legacy of the Duelist is a one-to-one simulation of Yu-Gi-Oh! At least at the time it came out. It doesn't have Master Rule 4. And I had to wait so fucking long to get a one-to-one simulation of Yu-Gi-Oh! In video game format. Like, sure, the DS games came close, but they had some really fucking stupid bugs. Because they were rushed. Some cards didn't do what they were fucking supposed to, and the AI was still a cheating bastard. The AI, surprise, is not a cheating bastard in Legacy of the Duelist. I don't know why this was so hard up until that point. I mean, Millennium Duels came before Legacy of the Duelist, but there's no reason to play that when Legacy of the Duelist is basically just an updated version of Millennium Duels. And I'm fucking devastated that Legacy of the Duelist it doesn't have support anymore because Konami's too busy jerking off the Steam release of Duel Links. It's obvious that the idea behind Legacy of the Duelist was that it was meant to be updated with DLC as the real-life game progressed, but they just fucking stopped after they hit a gold mine with Duel Links. Like, there's no fucking reason for me to recommend any of the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games unless you just like really weird shit. If you actually want to play a digital version of the card game, go play Legacy of the Duelist. Did I like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Reverse of Arcadia? Sure I did. Did I like the block-pushing puzzles in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Reverse of Arcadia? No, why the fuck are there block-pushing puzzles in my card game video game? I'm sorry, we were playing Forbidden Memories. Why am I doing this again? Something about the story and presentation being interesting. Something like that. Look, I already recorded all of it, so you're fucking here for the ride whether you want to be or not. We're doing this shit.